So April is actually been announced as our Inspo month, so Inspiration Month. So you'll be able to, as you walk around the centre, you'll be able to see things that are inspirational and you'll be able to meet some people that are inspirational. And we're going to top that off at the end of the month with a workshop on the April the 30th at 6:30 p.m. And we have the CEO of Language Your Way, Pawan Lalwani, is coming in to talk all about how he got Language Your Way off the ground. So that's going to be a great evening with an entrepreneur and a founder. Hey, thanks to everybody that got involved with the Fund Your Way program. It was amazing. Over 150 people have attended 8 events. We ate over 50 pizzas. I mean, I just can't even begin to imagine it. We heard from 25 amazing experts, and of course it was all run beautifully by Dr. Zivit Imbar. Thanks to everybody that was involved. We're right in the middle of our one-on-one funding sessions, and one-on-one mentoring sessions with Zivit. We're super excited about what the whole series has produced, and we've got a new one in development for you right now. Eastern Innovation is such a great place to be. Not only can you find food for your body, this is my cheese sandwich that I slightly over toasted because we're so busy providing you with great people and great inspiration. You can also find food for your venture, and that's information for your venture. And in this upcoming episode, you're going to hear from 2 amazing people. Our business spotlight this month comes from an amazing young man, Riz from Carloop, and you're going to hear all about what Carloop is looking to achieve on a global scale. And we're also going to have some wisdom in our expert tip section from Michael Cooper from Cooper IP. You're going to hear a little bit more about intellectual property, which is something that all of us are dealing with every day. And if you're looking for more inspiration, download our podcast, The Innovation Show, which is produced by Eastern Innovation and Albert Prime. We interviewed Zivit Imbar this week, and you're going to love hearing all about how she is developing startups to be amazing ventures all across the country, all across the world.
In the car buying industry, or anyone looking at buying a new car, there's a whole lot of issues around salesmen ripping people off, car dealerships taking advantage of people, and we set out to create transparency in this very closed door industry to try and ensure that we empower buyers with the right information that gives them the confidence when buying a new car. So what it translates to for buyers, what we do is we allow people to save time and money when they have to buy a new car by giving them the information that they need so they feel confident. So we show them what other owners have purchased the cars for after negotiation. So this is the stuff that you won't find on carsales.com.au. It's sort of what people have paid when they've driven out with the cars from the dealerships. So we've got a web platform where we collect sold prices all across Australia and create easy to understand reports that give buyers the information they need to negotiate and outsmart a salesman. I mean, over the last 8 months, we've saved people over $2.8 million just with the information that we've armed them with, but now we take it one step further by getting people to achieving their goal, which is to buy a new car and feel confident. So it's quite good. Our team, we've had 2 recent interns start, and they will help us over the next couple of weeks develop marketing strategies to allow our service to be reached out to the general public.
Intellectual property is important. Everybody has it. It's not always that it is important, that it should be protected or can be protected, but it's really important at the outset that people think about it, start having conversations, start working out what intellectual property they have, and then you can work out how you're going to protect it and put a strategy in place before you go too far down the path of development. Look, some businesses are all built around service, and it might be that their brand is more important than anything else. Other businesses are built around a product, and often it's their product that is really core and crucial to their business. And for each business, the way we approach their intellectual property is very different. If it's a software product, for example, a lot of the times it can be all about the branding. It might be a fancy app, there might not be anything protectable, it might just be about branding. In which case we focus on their trademarks and getting them good trademark rights, which involves doing a lot of work at the outset, making sure that the brand is free, there's no conflicts, that they're not going to trade on any other person's brand. They may have a widget, there might be patents or designs that we look at, and if that's the case, then those things need to be filed before any public disclosures are made. So it's really important that those decisions be made at the outset and we have some early discussions. Look, the three things that startups need to be doing, or anyone trying to get a business off the ground, well, the first thing is really to get a pen and paper and just to write down what's so special about what I'm doing. And every business has a point of difference. They just need to clarify, what they're doing, what's special. The second point is identifying your competitive advantage. What sets you apart in the marketplace? What gives you a commercial advantage over your competitors? The third one is about working out what you don't want other people to do. Now, certain IP rights are all about stopping. It's a monopoly to exclude others from what you're doing. So if it's a patent or a design, you're stopping people from using the same product. If it's a brand, you're stopping people from using that same or similar branding. So it's important to work out what you don't want others to do. One thing that particularly startups overlook is other people's intellectual property. They're focused on protecting their own intellectual property, but they don't realise that other people have intellectual property as well. And that can stand in their way, and it's not uncommon for somebody to go down the path of creating a business and getting some technology or a product off the ground to realise that they're actually infringing on somebody else's rights, and it can really stand in their way. You've got to be aware of this issue. Once you're aware of it, some basic market research, some intelligence gathering is what's required. So doing some research on your competitors, think about who you're going to be competing with, who might be in the same space as you, who might not want you there, for example. And a lot of times you can do this research just online. Particularly US corporations will have a page on their website listing their intellectual property, so they'll have patents, designs and trademarks listed. And that's a really good starting point to identify that the big issues that are there. If an issue arises, to deal with it straight away. Some people will receive a letter from a foreign corporation saying, we don't like you doing this, and they think, well, that person's the other side of the world, I'm not going to worry about this, I'll just ignore it. That's the completely wrong thing to do. You need to take every letter seriously and think about it and get some advice as to whether it is an issue or not.
So that's it from us from Eastern Innovation. If you've got something that's inspiring, please let us know, because we absolutely love inspiration. In fact, we love inspiration as much as we love the Griffiths Brothers coffee that we have here in the centre, and we want to boost from you. So please don't hesitate to drop us a note in the comments below, pick up the phone, give us a call, drop in. Until May, have a most amazing April. May you get lots of fantastic work done, and may you have great times with your family over the Easter break. See you soon.